Stoicism, a practical philosophy, can significantly shape life decisions, including the kinds of personalities we engage with on a daily basis. Recognizing the traits that might pull us away from being our best selves always helps in mapping out healthier social interactions. Today, we're deciphering a list of 5 types of people that this ancient approach suggests keeping at arm's length. So let's uncover these traits together, giving a good foundation for more enriching relationships and ultimately, a better life. Number 1. Those who never stop complaining. Among the variety of people we encounter on a daily basis, those who never stop complaining tend to stand out. Sticking to a cycle of perpetual dissatisfaction, they seem intent on vocalizing their woes to anyone who would listen. They focus more on the problems rather than the solutions, turning everyday interaction into a draining experience. These individuals have their lives centered around negativity, undermining not only their peace but also the calm of those around them. Their stream of negative narratives can create a whirlpool of pessimism that can suck the joy out of any situation or conversation. While it is natural and healthy for people to express their grievances at times, the constant complainers seem to be conducting an open-ended hunt for faults. No situation or person appears to satisfy their expectations, which often leads to setting a negative undertone in any conversation they partake in. This can make people reluctant to engage with them out of fear of their energy being exhausted by the continuous downbeat dialogue. It's also worth noting that people who incessantly complain are usually driven to do so by some underlying personal unhappiness. They may not even realize the impact they have on those around them. They may be crying out for help in their own way. That being said, it can still be detrimental for you to engage too deeply with their negativity, especially if it starts affecting your own mental health. So, while empathy is crucial, it's equally important to safeguard one's peace of mind and emotional well-being when dealing with these individuals. Number 2. People who are manipulative. Manipulative individuals can significantly pose detrimental effects to our life. It is important to understand what constitutes manipulative behavior to handle such situations effectively. Knowing the motivation behind such behavior can also prove beneficial. To begin with, manipulative people typically leverage emotional blackmail and deceptive techniques to influence others. They often resort to tactics such as guilt-tripping, gaslighting, and narcissism to sway people to their favor. These individuals have a knack for turning situations around to suit their benefit, without considering the impact on others' feelings and well-being. Their primary objective is to exercise control and gain superiority by manipulating others into doing what they desire. So, why do some people resort to manipulation? The reasons can be multifold. Some view manipulation as a means to survive and thrive, adopting it as a defense mechanism. Others, driven by insecurity or a need for control, also manipulate to feel powerful and reinforce their self-content. Manipulative tactics can potentially cause emotional and mental stress. For those on the receiving end, dealing with such people can become draining over time. It begins to affect their self-esteem and overall quality of life. One might begin questioning their own sanity and judgment, feeling perpetually confused or guilty for no apparent reason. Furthermore, falling prey to manipulative individuals can lead to toxic relationships. These relationships can be characterized by constant tension, strife, and an unending cycle of blame and guilt. It is of utmost importance to set boundaries, prioritize self-care, and maintain emotional health. Standing up to manipulative people might be challenging, but it's absolutely necessary for self-preservation. Recognizing the signs of manipulative behavior and developing strategies to counteract them can equip you with the tools to protect yourself from such individuals. With awareness and resilience, it's entirely possible to disengage, resist, and eventually walk away from these toxic situations. Living a fulfilling life involves surrounding ourselves with people who encourage and uplift us. Avoiding those who manipulate helps create a positive environment where you can thrive and grow. Remember, it's not just about avoiding negative people, but choosing to foster positive relationships that empower you. Cultivate relationships that offer mutual respect, kindness, and understanding for a healthier, happier life. Number 3. Those constantly seeking validation. Constantly seeking validation is a trait that some individuals possess and can potentially bring unnecessary stress into your life. Essentially, those who constantly seek validation are individuals who require others' approval or praise, extending from their superficial qualities like their looks or material possessions to deeper elements like their life choices or personal beliefs. The need for validation is a natural human desire and can help individuals feel recognized, affirmed, and appreciated. However, the problem lies with people who constantly seek validation. It becomes an issue when their self-esteem and self-worth are solely dependent on how others perceive them. This constant need for approval can create a heavy burden on their friends, family, or colleagues, leading to strained relationships. Being around those who constantly seek validation can also be emotionally draining. These individuals often require constant reassurance, which can be exhausting since they depend on others to feel good about themselves. Additionally, this can lead to an unhealthy dynamic where the person seeking validation may start to manipulate others to receive the affirmation they crave. Something to keep in mind is that, at the heart of it, these validation seekers are typically people struggling with their self-esteem. While empathy is important, it's also essential to establish personal boundaries to maintain a healthy, balanced relationship. Remember, it's not your responsibility to continually support someone's self-esteem or provide constant approval. It's okay to step back and prioritize your peace and mental well-being. And while it can be challenging, avoiding these types of individuals can often lead to a healthier and more balanced life. Number 4. Individuals who indulge in gossip. The fourth category of individuals that you may want to distance yourself from for a better life are those who indulge in gossip. By definition, gossip involves casual or unconstrained talk or reports about other people, typically involving details which are not confirmed as true. A habit of indulging in gossip seems harmless, but it can lead to severe problems, both for the gossiper and the people around them. People who gossip usually focus negatively on others. They tend to spend their energy discussing matters or information that doesn't concern them directly, and often the information is speculative or negative. Not only does this disrupt the peaceful environment by causing misunderstanding and conflicts, it also consumes a significant amount of time, which could be spent doing more beneficial activities. Moreover, people who delight in gossip are often poor listeners. As they are so preoccupied with sharing gossip, they rarely take the time to listen and understand others. This lack of empathy and understanding can tarnish relationships and create an unwelcoming space for honest and candid conversations. One should also be wary of these individuals because while they can casually talk about others' private matters unapologetically, they might not hesitate to divulge your secrets either. This lack of respect for privacy can break trust and cause emotional harm. Avoiding such characters and such conversations can save you from unnecessary drama and potential hurt. Being involved in or surrounded by gossip encourages negative energy and removes your focus from your own self-improvement. Thereby, for a more peaceful and meaningful life, it can be beneficial to avoid those who habitually engage in gossip. It's essential that our interactions encourage mutual respect, understanding, and positivity. Number 5. People avoiding responsibility for actions. Another category of people to steer clear from for a tranquil life includes those who frequently avoid responsibility for their actions. These individuals are usually characterized by their inclination to shy away from owning up to their mistakes or actions, which often results in detrimental consequences for others around them. One of the significant issues with people avoiding responsibility for their actions is the cultivation of an environment where accountability is neglected. This behavior can create an unhealthy atmosphere of tension, blame, and deceit, which is counterproductive to personal growth and well-being. When individuals shirk responsibility, it undermines their character and results in a lack of trust and respect from others. Furthermore, people who refuse to be accountable for their actions often lack the motivation or drive to improve or grow. This stagnation can be infectious, causing those around them to become complacent and unproductive. After all, learning and development arise from acknowledging our errors and making proper adjustments to ensure they don't happen again. Additionally, evasion of personal responsibility often heralds a lack of empathy or understanding. It's indicative of a selfish mindset, where the individual values self-preservation above the potential harm their actions may cause others. This lack of consideration for others' feelings and well-being can have a debilitating impact on team morale, relationships, and overall quality of life. For these reasons, it's wise to keep a safe distance from those who often avoid responsibility for their actions, whether that be in personal relationships, professional settings, or within social environments. By surrounding ourselves with accountable, responsible individuals, we foster a space conducive to trust, growth, and peace. All in all, surrounding ourselves with positive influences over those who complain excessively, manipulate others, seek constant validation, indulge in gossip, or shift blame, aligns strongly with the principles of Stoicism and leads to a more peaceful life. Make note of these traits and adjust your circles for a happier, more fulfilled life. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like and don't forget to hit the subscribe button for more great content like this. Thank you for watching, and until next time, stay positive and focused on your journey to better living.